going Muslim ticket is not right. Like me, I will not vote Muslim, no matter how good you think
So
you
there,
are.
there won't be any Muslim because this Muslim of 18, even me self, I'm even scared. If Muslim go to that extent, I'm even scared. Yes.
Generally.
The Muslim ticket,
Yes.
that is if they succeed. It is generally it's going to affect Nigerians. Like I earlier said, the Christians' interest will not and never be protected, and Christians will be the one to pay heavily and dearly for it. That is if they make the mistake to vote for this.
Very, very well. Because even if they can even turn this country to Muslim country. So from my own understanding.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother.
Sir, we want to ask you, sir, this Muslim Muslim ticket for APC, how you take see am, sir?
Yeah, my brother, I must be sincere with you. We have gone through this before. I can assure you, during former Arnold presidential candidate of SDP, 1993, MKO, Abiola and King Gibe, there was Muslim ticket. But those days is when we have religion tolerance. But now we are so divided that we don't see ourselves together again. So this time around, we don't think that we are what would I say, confidence about this Muslim ticket, or we are comfortable about it. It's not right. It's not. At least other people should have gone Muslim Christian or Christian Muslim. Going Muslim ticket is not right. Like me, I will not vote Muslim, no matter how good you think you are. I will not like to vote Muslim ticket. That is how I see about it.
Sir, I want to ask you, sir, how do you think this can affect us if they succeed in winning the next election?
Me, succeeding is another question. But to me, it will not be right for us to vote Muslim ticket. It will be injustice in our own part to vote Muslim ticket. So we are not supposed to vote Muslim ticket. We are supposed to balance it because we are too religious divided this time around. So it's not like that time that we accommodate each other. Now the politicians have succeeded in dividing us through religion. So since we are divided, let's remain like that until they bring us back in that era of 1993 that we see our Muslim brother like our Christian brother. That is all I have to say about it. It will affect us religiously because people will be seeing Muslim ticket like they are not after Christian, or Christian will be seeing Christian ticket that they are not after Muslim. So they should just do the right thing by going Christian, Muslim, balance the equation.
I want to ask you the last one. Who do you now think is the most qualified or your own preferred candidate?
You don't even need to ask. See, with what we have now, everybody, me, I'm voting for Obi. Obi is the right candidate. Let us even think about it. These men have been contesting. They have been in politics for all these years. If they come to media, ask them one question, instead of them to tell us what they do for us, they busy telling us how Obi is not qualified, how Obi is qualified. But ask Obi question, Obi will give us reasons why he needs to govern this country. So they should just go and rest. They have ruled this country, loot this country for a long time. They should go and rest and leave the youth to take over this.
I know just understand because this country, I don't just understand what's in the happen. I don't really like him at all. Muslim APC, so I don't like him.
How do you think it will affect us in this coming election? How do you think it will affect the nation?
It will affect us very, very well because even if they can even turn this country to Muslim country, so from my own understanding, so it's not good.
So you think it's not good at all? And so who do you prefer to be your own president in this coming election?
Everybody know the person now. So because we are not going back, we are going forward. So everybody is standing for P2B. Any Nigeria will get sense, where we want forward, where we want good team. for the youth and everybody for this country. No, say you need to vote for youth, not for our forefathers, because Tinubu and the article said there are no more that can. So we need to be. We need to be, because the economy of this country are already dead. So we need P2B to be our president. So me, I stand for P2B. Even my family, all my friends will stand for P2B. So.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate APC. They are bringing out a Muslim Muslim ticket. That is a president Muslim, vice president Muslim. So what is your take on it?
I think it's a very wrong suggestion, opinion, ideas, and whatever you have to call it. Now, the country is made up of two major religions, Christianity and Muslim. So if the president, usually that's how it's been going. If the president is a Christian, the vice has to be a Muslim, and vice versa. But in this case, a Muslim presidential candidate picking a Muslim as a vice or a running mate is a very wrong thing. It does not go well with, I am speaking for myself, but I know it does not go well with majority of, Nigerians. Because a Christian faith as it is now, if they succeed, as in if APC succeed, that's if they succeed, the Christian interests will never be protected. Even now that we have Muslim and Christian as president and vice, the Christians are suffering. They have lost almost everything. Every day Christians die, churches are bombarded, bishops are kidnapped, and all of that. So it's not a good thing. In fact, I will not advise anybody to use his or her thumbprint and place on that spot meant for APC. Thank you.
So, sir, I want to ask you, how do you think this thing will affect Nigeria and generally?
The Muslim ticket, that is if they succeed. It is generally it's going to affect Nigerians. Like I earlier said, the Christians' interests will not and never be protected, and Christians will be the one to pay heavily and dearly for it. That is if they make the mistake to vote for this, APC. Christians will suffer a lot. If you can remember, this government, I think the first 10 or so, once said that general overseers of churches should resign and give to second in command. But we never had anything like imams and Muslim clerics should resign and give to their second. So that is a clear indication of what's going to happen ahead and what's going to happen in the future if this takes place. It's going to be destructive. It's going to be a mass destruction on the part of the Christians. If care is not taken at a point, I know they might not succeed in this region, but in the northern side, we have Christian brothers. A time will come if they might tell them that if you are not a Muslim, you can't even go to the shop and buy something. You can't go to the market and shop to stock your house. You can't run business. And we have Christian brothers from this area, especially the Igbos, that are doing business. If you are not a Muslim, you cannot own a shop. And if you are not a Christian, you cannot hold a political office. In so many areas. Educationally, it will affect us because you see those that if you don't wear that, is it hijab? What is it called? You cannot come to school. So a lot, to mention but a few, a lot of ways it will affect us negatively. It will affect the country, not just the Christians, because even inside the Muslims, I think they have Shiites, Muslim, and this Muslim, so it's not a good thing.
All right. Yes. And I want to ask you the last one. Who do you now think is the preferred, is the best candidate for this coming election? Amongst the three that we have available now, the three runners.
Jesus Christ. If I should ask my wife is not pregnant, I would have asked my son, and he still would have given me a preferred answer that's running through my mind. Okay, let me not just go straight, but based on their age, soundness of mind, as we can guess, based on what they have handled in the past, you will see that it is the youngest amongst them that is, in my own opinion, is supposed to be the president. And I know that if Nigerians don't like Igbo man being a president. I am in Niger Delta, Rivers State, Calabar to be precise. But I want to see an Igbo man sit in that office and see what will affect Nigeria, see what will happen. But that's not your question. Your question, I'll go to your question now. I think Obi Peter or Peter Obi is in the right position and in the right senses by God's grace to be in that office. Because I have a feeling there are a lot of things will come down. He will cut down. The PA to the PA to the PA to the PA to the all those offices. A governor has a PA to the governor on transportation. In fact, in Nigeria, even the secretary to the federation has a secretary. That one has a secretary too. You know, so a lot of things that are wasting Nigerians with the economy, our resources and all of that. There are a lot of, now they say Niger Delta are oil thefts, are involved in oil theft. We are breaking pipes and all of that, stealing oil. But there are a lot of natural resources in the north, you know, that are embedded or buried by God. We have gold, we have lead, we have tin and ore, we have steel. And some foreign Chinese and Palestinians and Indonesians, Filipinos are all there mining this thing for their own pockets. Maybe they will just give the local government share or some militant kingpins, give them their share. But no one is remitting to federal government or state government. Well, when it comes to the Niger Delta, the oil belongs to everybody. Well, when you get there, their natural resources belongs to them alone. So we need people that will put all of those things straight. Nigeria belongs to everybody. If I am donating 1,000 naira, you are donating 100 naira. Let's gather all and share for all. Not that you eat your 100 naira and expect me to bring from my 1,000 naira to still feed everybody. So I think Obi is a right man to be there. Tinubu is very old and weak. By nature, he is not supposed to be in that office. He can't bear the stress. And I think on the other hand, I'm not trying to indict him, but tested. But is he trusted? That's the question. Obi, Obasanjo will say is an Ole. Obi has been a governor, and he did perfectly well. I am not sure my Rivers State governors from Peter Odele to Amaechi has left that amount of money for the successor, for the incoming governor. But Obi dropped money in dollars and in naira in the state's account, and he asked people to go and confirm. He told the incoming governor, this is how much I've kept for this state. You know, it's not easy to do such thing in Nigeria, because they believe that so long as you're a politician, a governor, you can do it, immunity covers you, you can steal, and then you bring in your party man, he will cover your mess and your shit. So it'll be all the way. In fact, if I have the final say, and if it's the appendation of my signature that will, you know, instate the next president, then Obi is definitely the next president.
All right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
Please, we want to ask you, what is your opinion about this Muslim ticket for APC?
To me, concerning any religion, I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah. Concerning the ticket, Muslim to Muslim, the most important thing that is there is what they will bring, as in what they can offer. Yes, that is what that matters. It's not by religion. What matters is the person that is going to do the right thing. Yes, that is all that matters.
Some people are afraid that we still have a president as a vice president, Christian as a vice president, sorry, and we are still experiencing insecurity. What if we have a Muslim as president, as vice president? that the Christians are not safe. So do you buy that notion?
No, to me, it's a no, because what I see is that if if Muslim is going, there will be Christian also. Let it be something that is mixed, so that there won't be any Muslim, because this Muslim of 18, even me sef, I'm even scared. If Muslim go to that extent, I'm even scared. Yes. So to me, I prefer Muslim and Christian. Yes, my opinion.
I want to ask you now, in this coming election, who is your preferred candidate?
Peter, Peter Obi.
Why?
Yes, because from the look of things, he has so many things to offer. Yes, that is why I vote Peter Obi for the next president.
Thank you very much. To ask you, what is your opinion about the Muslim Muslim ticket for APC in this coming election?
Okay. I would say, as a person, to my best of knowledge, is just a self-centered interest, in a sense that in a family, the family comprises of the father, the mother, the male children, and the female children. And if you are doing your planning in the family as a person, and you now think towards one direction, as in facing only the male children or maybe the female children, the family is not in order. So as Nigeria, we have so many religions. We have the Muslim religion, we have the Christian religion, we have the traditionals and all and what of. But if you come up and you said it's all about Muslim, then you are not having the other person at heart. You are not looking at the other person existing. So you are just like making it all myself, I, and me. And Nigeria is a nation that have so many languages, and these persons need to come up and their face everything concerning humanitarian resource should be managed equal rights as involved one Nigeria. From what we are seeing from the action in the party, it's not one Nigeria. It's all about enmity, creating an atmosphere of war into this common man. No peaceful environment to stay. That is why we are having crises all over. You see, before you know, they said Muslims shooting churches, doing one sort of things or the other that is not pleasant to God into even our mother earth, Nigeria as a nation, is affecting us. And as a person, I would say that self-centered spirit, our leaders should be able to delete it from their mindset and things and bring a new face of Nigeria, a good Nigeria, as the giant of Africa. We are the topper side, the octave side of life. That is what we are known in all over the world. But from our behaviors, we are like behaving like children who have no training. Like if you see some persons who are behaving like parents who didn't give bedlock training to their children. So Nigeria should come up with a mindset that we are one nation and we are for good and not for somebody interest. Thank you.
I want to ask you, sir, how do you think this will affect the nation?
Well,
Maybe our economy, the religious setting, and all those things. How do you think it will affect us if they eventually succeed in 2023?
okay, like I said earlier, Nigeria, we have so many traditions, so many languages, and as a person, I will tell you, most of these traditions, they have influence from other international community to come in and do some businesses with them. Some of these foreigners that are coming, some of them are Christians. They are not just Muslims. And if they are coming in as Christians to a nation that is governed by Muslims alone, you see that their business can never grow well. And they will start being afraid of coming into the country as Nigeria. It will now spread all over the globe that, don't go. Nigeria will now be like a no-go area to some Christian countries in the other international world. So we should look forward to see a new face of Nigeria with oneness and not just saying it but putting it to work. by virtues of knowing very well that it will affect our children in their places of studies, though they have made it a taboo that will no longer have a good place of study in Nigeria. And because they have done this, they have fly out their children outside the country, and they feel they have done well. But what I want to say is that whether your children's school abroad or not, where do you come from? Nigeria. One day, the same wing that caused you to fly will get fed up, and you will land back in your mother's land. And by the grace of God, I know by this, you know that what you were doing, you didn't give a good foundation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate it. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon. You're welcome.
So I want to ask you, this Muslim ticket for APC, how you take him?
You mean Muslim? Well, Nigeria is a Christian country. I believe they will not convert Nigeria to Islamic country because we are Christians. In Nigeria, majority of this country is Christians. We are not Muslim. Only very few. You know, in a country like this, or in any society, can belong to any denomination. So it will not disturb anybody. I believe Islamic country or Islamic people will not disturb the country. That's why I believe like that.
People they fear say if we get president Muslim, vice president Muslim, say if it cause problem for the country, do you support that?
Well, if the president and the vice president are Muslim Islamic members, it will not look somehow. It's not good. Anybody who is in it psychologically know that Islamic and the Christian, they can't agree together. There will be misunderstanding. It will make the country not move forward. That's what it means. If not, that's not bad. If Muslim president win the election, if he can allow the Christians to move freely, have their services, well, no problem. That's what I see. But where they say no, they will convert the country into Islamic country, that one will bring another problem. It will not go well.
I want to ask you, sir, for this election that is coming now, who do you now think is the best candidate for Nigeria?
Nobody knows. Because the candidate, the two presidents elect, they have not bring out what they will do so that the country will move forward. They have not shown people, so for there now, we don't know who is the best, who will rule this country well. Unless when they bring their ideology to show that this is what they can do for the progress of the country. That's what I understand.
All right, thank you, sir.